We'll begin. We'll begin shortly in in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Night Show. I'm your MC. You're one. Fuck, why am I screwing up my own tag? Let me start over. Welcome to the Night Show. I'm your MC, your Grand MC, your Night of Entertainment, the one, the only, TK, Diz, Isaac, Quickstep, and Orion, your Night of Entertainia. And I welcome you back to our nightly journey through Final Fantasy 16, where we're going to go full charge and make for the origin. Because we're here in our final little bit. We're towards the end game here. Boys and girls, there are no more side quests. Everywhere else is complete. Nothing more for us to do. Well, yes, there's hunts and marks and all that. We're not here for the marks. We're not here for little side bosses. We're here for the big guy. It's been a hell of a journey for us. And we're here through it all. Like I said, there's nothing left. I really think we're in the end game now.
Make sure you do this time. Oh, and while you're at it, Clive, if you see me dad up there, tell him we were right to leave his legacy with you.
Tell him he'll be in the front row. There's no way he'd miss this.
I would love for Sid to come back for just this part.
Behave yourself, Mid.
We'll see.
So, you're in charge now, Gav.
And what does Taya have to say about that? Come back before she finds out, eh?
Thank you, Yote. I'm sorry.
Your Grace, I shall pray for your safe return.
That's kind of you. But you should pray he took his medicine. I didn't spend all night grinding herbs for his lordship to leave them on his nightstand. Again.
Oh, damn.
Lady Taya,
Damn it, Joshua.
and thank you.
See that your brother comes back in one piece. Or, at most, two. Any more and you can heal him yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, there's nothing to say that hasn't already been said. But that's never stopped me before. So just you do what needs
Still
to
best
be.
uncle.
And don't worry about us.
We'll do our best, Uncle.
That we will.
If that is all?
quite. Jill.
It's time, isn't it?
It is. Take care of him. And you. You take care of her too, boy.
Oh, we're not bringing Torgal with us? Then again, how the hell would you bring that guy? Because I just gotta point out, it's very hard to...
Don't forget, Clive. We all choose our own path. Believe in yours. I do.
Oh, Jill, you're not coming either?
I'll be back. I promise. I love you, Jill.
I know. I love you too.
Now, we have a god to kill.
Not fun. Is that what I hear in the background? The actual like Final Fantasy. Yes, we're literally gonna fly there on Bahamut. Oh, there's a writing joke there for Dion that I'm not going to make. Sorry, I feel like I can hear the Final Fantasy theme in the background.
Here they come. Hold on, Joshua. Already am.
Oh, I didn't know Bahamut knew how to do a bit or all.
He's going to make us a way in.
You always gotta know Bahamut. It's ready for the blast.
So, this is Origin.
A far cry from heaven.
Where it all began, where it all begins, our ark, your architect.
This is oddly reminding me of a scene from 14, but I don't know what.
There you
What?
are.
It was here that we slumbered, here that we waited for centuries, clinging to our decrepit shell, for fear that we might have need of it once again. But you have come at last. And now we shall be truly complete.
Well,
There's 3 of us and 1 of him. Let's make it count.
Is it really gonna be the 3 of us? 'Cause I would love to have a fight alongside Bahamut and taking on one of the big bads. Why don't we ever get Jill? Why couldn't we get Jill helping? We had 4 Dominics. Could we really not have all of us go?
Dominance. We will show you what it means to suffer.
Ooh. Damn, we have a health bar for 3 of us. Damn. Like, we're controlling Ifrit, Phoenix, and Bahamut. Seriously, why could we not have Shiva on this? But I would like to point out, we're not really doing much to him. Fly, Phoenix, fly! This is seriously time for invasive maneuvers. The thing is, there's no prompt for this. This isn't happening because I'm screwing up the quick time events. He's just literally right now beating the shit out of us. Kind of up here. I would like to say, I like that this isn't just a cutscene. We're actually getting the chance to like play it in a way with the buttons. I mean, it's been a while since we get on attacking, but also I just realized he's using a copy of like Ifrit's body.
Not this time.
But it looks like he definitely maybe he's got a one wing like Sephiroth. Totally, we should have totally brought Shiva and just had her bounced out, especially Between the three of us, we're not doing much.
Joshua! And you will not claim us!
We've taken a lot more of a beating so far. Hellfire! Revelation! Should have totally gone Zeta Flare. Come on, man. That would have been totally a Zeta Flare moment. Paired up with the Yusei run. Wasn't expecting a clash right now. Did we win the clash? Try disaster. Ultima Prime thwarted? That we won that? Can't say we won. Oh, still.
Had you only surrendered, this unpleasantness could have been avoided.
Damn.
We have you.
Go! Save your brother!
Aw, is Dion really sacrificing himself? Aw, man. I'll tell you this much. The prince was a good man until the end. He really just wanted to repay his debt.
I asked not for acceptance. Only forgiveness!
Come on, a Zeta Flare would be really wise right now, though, dude.
Now, Father, it is done.
No, Dion.
Clive! Clive! No.
I will say this. Our fight with Ultima is not going well so far.
Joshua.
Thank the Founder. Did I mention you look terrible?
That makes two of us.
Oh, I'll be alright.
And Dion.
Dion's.
Take my hand.
I told you I'll be...
Damn.
Come on.
Thank you.
Press on.
Always.
I'm sorry about Dion.
Don't be. Please. He did what he had to do.
And it's time we did the same. Should we stop?
Because of the cough. No, I think we're past that, Clive.
But why do I feel like this is going to be Joshua's last moments? Literally, Joshua's always one of the dominants that's literally... Him and Sid have both been one of the dominants that have...
That light.
Had...
So empty.
Has shown, like, literally just dying from their power. Clive has never shown it. Neither did Hugo, Benedicta. Sid was at least, you know, coughing up a storm. Jill was shown to be weakened, but never outright, like, just dying from it.
Clive.
They can't be.
But they are.
What am I seeing here?
This is the Nexus. A wellspring of life. Yours and ours. As we watch the world stumble slowly to its dark end, it was here we pledged a new beginning. And now, with the ether we have harvested, I shall raise my kin from their eternal slumber. That together we may usher in a new age of reason.
This was never about creation. Only self-preservation. You condemned an entire world so that you alone might escape death.
Alone. Him alone. Clive, I think I understand.
He's part of the same people as the Fallen? I still don't get, what is he seeing? I don't know, maybe it's the light's just kind of hiding it too well. I'm not seeing what it's seeing. Wait a minute. No, because too many of them look like Ifrits. It can't just be they're all meant to... Wait, are they supposed to be the icons? Because I don't know, I feel like I keep seeing Ifrit.
Their flesh to become beating hearts of crystal that pumped the land's lifeblood from the depths of the earth unto this very chamber. And thus would they labor still, long after their work was done, had you not set them free.
Yeah, I think...
You meant for us to destroy the Mother Crystals. It's what you
shit.
wanted all along.
You have our gratitude, Mythos. In this you have served us well. You have both served us well. Welcome home, brother.
I don't know how I feel about all my plans were just basically ruined. Yeah, I don't think Joshua's gonna be alive much longer.
I thought it was me, but it wasn't my grasp that grew weaker. It was theirs that grew stronger.
No shit. Oh. Shit. That's
Joshua!
not a good side. No, we're saying that.
Now we can become one.
Oh, shit. You gotta remember, if Ultima still had his power locked away, you gotta make up. We just got our ass whooped when there was 3 of us.
The one possessed of the destructive flames of Ifrit, and the healing flames of the Phoenix. This, I once believed, would be Ultima's true form. But I was wrong. I see it now. Why you will never become Ultima's vessel.
I don't care. Just hold on.
Listen to me, Clive. You remember the murals? People once knew that Ultima was their god. That he created them. And they worshipped him, prayed to him, looked to him for guidance.
In vain.
In vain. For he did not listen, did not acknowledge our will, and so we strayed from his path to forge one of our own. So absorbed was he in his own desires, so driven by his own will alone, that he shunned the one thing that could have made him truly powerful. Faith. The same faith people now place in you. Faith that you will fulfill their dream, Sid's dream, of creating a better world for us. Faith that you will follow in Father's footsteps and save those who need saving most. Faith that you will answer Jill's plea to save yourself. The difference is, Clive, that you chose to listen, and that is what has steeled our bonds. Bonds that helped you stand firm when Ultima's pull was at its strongest. His power may be absolute, but so is ours. and so will yours be. With my light in your heart, not even a god might stop us.
Is he technically transferring the Phoenix to Clive? Because all that, it's technically, in a way, despite how I said we only never got Leviathan. And yes.
Do it, you'll...
Enough, Clive. My body is
Yeah.
too far gone. If the wound
Damn.
does not take me, the curse will.
With what happened, I was, again, I'll be honest, that's surprising. But now it looks like he's passing... We didn't even bring Torgal. Yeah. It's what we thought was going to happen in the beginning. Joshua was going to die. But this also, I guess, means he's fully passing the Phoenix on. So if you think about it, and what I was saying before, because I was distracted by his injuries into the sheer fact is, yes, we're seeing Joshua die again. I don't think we technically... The idea that with Joshua is he never actually, I don't think, technically passed on Exorb the Dominant like the others, because he had the blessing of the Phoenix, but there was never an indication he absorbed part of Joshua's power. Damn. You know what's got to be even worse? He already at one point watched his brother die, only to find out his brother's alive, and now he's watching his brother die again.
Look at me, Joshua.
Ah, damn. This is really, in one place, a very dark Final Fantasy game.
How am I the right champion? Why did you do this? Joshua. Joshua!
And thus does the final piece fall into place.
Why no reference to Leviathan? We never absorbed Leviathan.
Invitation primed, but one task remains.
I know I keep giving it. It's weird that they bring up Leviathan as an icon, but he's just the lost one.
The vessel.
Still here.
Damn.
With me. To the end.
Even now, you would deny the inevitable.
That's what you always have.
All right. We're still here to fight. Our flame burns on.
To shield the Firebird's flame forevermore.
Ooh, and we go full charge here. Rah rah, I'm a dragon. And as always, we get to use my favorite tactic. Mega Flare. Because dots, dots, dots. That's how I'm gonna beat you, Ultima. Beat the shit out of you with dots.
Countless centuries have I waited for this moment. This moment in which I might revel in my creation, only to find it profaned and so it must be cleansed.
Alright, you hate humanity, you don't like things, so we're still gonna kill you. I guess that's what it means to be human.
But it can be broken.
Human will cannot be broken.
For such is my will.
Really? You're using an attack called Ultima? I mean, honestly, that kind of makes sense. He's literally Ultima. Okay, I wasn't expecting to go for another Mega Flare, but this is for Dion. Plus, rah, I'm a dragon. You made it way too easy to charge that up. And I might have just accidentally tanked that. Mega! No, wait, this is Giga Flare! Oh, we barely used any other Icon's abilities. Okay, that does not seem like good ability to be using when he's, like, blasting away, so... Damn, just look. Okay, sweet, that's 3 Mega Flares in a row. Like, damn. We might just win this by Mega Flaring. But hey, who cares? Because rah, I'm a dragon. Why is it not changing the Primal's abilities? Lay. Little bit of Titan.
Why? What latent force feeds these flames? I sense more here than mere will. Is this Logos? Have you truly become free? No, I forbid it. You are not a god. You are but flesh and bone. You are not one of us.
I mean, think about it. Isn't God technically even you? Aren't you also flesh and bone? Maybe, I don't know.
I created you, all of you. And what is mine is mine to destroy.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Once, perhaps. But we are no longer yours. Our flames are our own, and they burn as one!
Oh yeah, you feel it? Feel it? Fire burning! I mean, I wouldn't call that a clash, but... it was still intense, we could just feel it. Bitch, I ain't nobody's slave. I'm a phoenix combined with a giant fire-breathing djinn. Come on, Ultima Risen. I'm about to kick your ass. Kinda makes you think, how strong is this form when we could the 3 of us together could barely do shit to Ultima? Phoenix, Ifrit, and Bahamut, while Clive, with the power of every dominant outside of Leviathan. Yes, I will not stop bringing that up. It just seems weird to me. Especially, why not add another, if you're gonna, even the idea they know there should be one, because they mentioned one for multiple elements. Well, not multiple elements. They mentioned the multiple, one for each element, and water seems the most iconic element. And Leviathan is present, he's just referred to as a lost. Maybe he'll be DLC, but it's a weird thing, especially the plan involves dominance anyways, like why? But no, nonetheless, where was my point? Oh yeah. But yeah, just Clive powered up with this and fusing the Phoenixes, we're now handing this bastard his ass. And apparently he's using the Rapture. We're still handing him his ass.
Enough! With fire shall fire be repaid.
Okay, press the attack. Can I even hit him? Oh shit, did I not time this right? What's that supposed to mean? He's unlocking it. Come on. Come on, almost. Almost 30. Come on, I can see that sliver. And I'm not even a Fire Dragon Slayer. I just know how to kick a lot of ass. Really? You're trying to reuse the Rapture again? Was it really that effective last time that you think the Rapture is going to help you this time? I actually can't see Ultima, so I have no idea where I'm blasting. Of course, I don't think this is going to be the end of the fight anyways. I mean, we've only done 2 boss fights. It's probably just going to be the end of,
How is this possible?
No. My will is inviolable. Something is wrong.
You're afraid. You always have been. From the moment the Blight exposed what you were, weak, you conceived us to prove otherwise. But the results shook you to the core. For in us you saw yourself, and realized we had the potential to be more than you could ever be. And so you turned your back on your creation, your back on the world, Like the coward you are.
You think you know me? You know nothing, Logos. Nothing.
As exactly point out that, of course, this was not going to be done just yet. Other Ultimas? I don't know, man. He's weird.
Bathed in light, I stand above you, my rebirth complete. And you, for your defiance, shall pay the proper price. An eternity of anguish.
I mean, let's be honest.
You have known.
There are a lot of,
So we know what they grant. They bring us together.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Strong.
This is Final Fantasy. We can acknowledge one thing. A lot of times we're gonna just get... Damn, he got 3 hit on me. They're gonna go one-winged angel. But we have a giant laser. So ha. And the game really does love to give us Muhammad power. But I'll also be honest, I don't mind it because... Damn it, shit. Damn it, not what I meant to do. Whatever. Rah rah, I'm a dragon. We'll just get it again later. Yeah, I don't think that ability is going to be useful right now. This might, though. Come on, charge me up. Rah rah, I'm a dragon when we're going full charge. And you know what? Because I need to heal up a little. You want a Tempest Rage? Okay, I'll give you one. Well, you want to use the Dominance? What the hell was that line? The whole, we heard the whole wave, right? Okay, that was Sid. That I heard. Right? That was Sid I was hearing there.
Titan!
Plus Ultra! Oh no, that's Mid cheering on. Oh, I get it. It's our friends cheering him on. Wait, then why did we hear Sid? No, that was Byron, wasn't it?
You cannot have this power. It is not yours to take.
Damn, I'm not dodging that well. Okay, not what I was expecting to happen right there, but I'll take it. Dodged it. Rah, I'm a dragon, and we're going full charge with that. Aw, really dodging out of my flames. I love it. Once again, we're back to using Bahamut. Oh, rah, I'm a dragon. No, that one's Byron. So maybe it was Sid. No, maybe it was Otto who was cheering us on. That first one. You know, you think if you're seeing us mirror every one of his attacks, he would really stop trying to hit us with attacks we can mirror. Okay, that one sounds like L1.
No, mine is the altar at which you pray.
I've never played for Ultima. Limit Break. Why not?
Still you cannot see. You are no better than us. We are one and the same.
We are not the same.
I really shouldn't be standing here, but... Holy... Oh, shit, I'm not in place to dodge! Smite. He really is an angry man. Rah, I'm a dragon. And now for dots. Lots and lots of dots. Man, I'll turn this into a DPS race if you want. But I'm gonna be honest, mate, you ain't gonna like it. I expect for DPS, mate. I'm a tank and DPS. Watch that move. I got an instinct? Nope. But I know how to move it. Ah, looks like my...
With me, Phoenix. Forevermore.
trying to use that power against me. I'm the Phoenix's shield.
So sure of your place atop the world, you refuse to acknowledge those below. You chose to remain alone. And so you shunned the one thing that could have made you stronger. Pushed away the hands that could have raised you higher.
I do not need you, you or anyone.
And that is where we are different. I could not have made it here on my own. I carry with me the hopes and dreams of my brothers, my sisters. And it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
I cannot end.
Well, Ultimus, you ain't exactly gonna survive this. Nah, I'm gonna give him a break. I'm mega flaring to win. Hey, I said I was done with... You know what? I want to try ending this with Zenketsun, just because I feel like it's the perfect weapon to do so. I didn't, but I couldn't time it. I was trying to do it, but I went to the Titan's block. A Final Fantasy?
The only fantasy here is yours. And we shall be its final witness.
I love it. Finally a reference to the game's title. Not the Final Fantasy. Well, it's gotta be someone's Final Fantasy. Boom.
I said, it's over.
Ooh. Oh, that's an end with one punch. Ultimus slammed. It doesn't matter if I didn't even get experience from that. I love that. That was awesome.
Tell me, what do you imagine will befall this world now that you have gained your precious freedom?
I honestly don't know. But I doubt it will be pretty. A sorry tale of sin and suffering, hardship and pain.
And it was for this that you fought so fiercely? Why?
Yep.
It's who we are. We fight. We survive. We endure. We don't need a reason. We are imperfect creatures. When we stumble, we reach for a shoulder to lean on. When we fall, we stand back up. We see the horizon, ever out of reach, and still we march on. Certain the answers lie just beyond it. Because that is our way.
My congratulations. Relish this victory, knowing that you have but delayed the inevitable. Your world is already dead. May you enjoy
Yeah, I'll be honest, that kind of confuses me because we've never actually... Because it sounds like Ultima wasn't behind the blight. Wait, are we absorbing Ultima? Or maybe I'm wrong, he is and killing him, I don't know. Oh, did we absorb Ultima or no? Oh, flashing back to moments of his brother. Oh, even when they were kids, damn. Damn, just a reminder that these two were separated for... No, wait, 18 years, damn. Because, I mean, they only had brief encounters during the 13-year time skip. Damn. Ah, Byron. Still best uncle. Oh, the person even with the sword and knighting. Aw. A little flame magic. Oh. I'm not sure what we're seeing. Oh, his reaction to Joshua when he was first born. Oh, damn, this is reminding me of sights of my niece and my nephew. Mostly my niece, because I probably spent more time with her as a kid than I have with my nephew. He's still too young. Damn. I'm sorry, I'm tearing up now. I'm good. Aww. him to heal the blood too. Or did that get wiped?
It seems Ultima's power was too great for this.
Oh, so he did absorb Ultima, but I guess more with him in control. Although,
perhaps I can use it to set things right. And see Ultima's legacy.
destroyed.
Berries, dominance, crystals, magic. Consigned to the flames.
I mean, I wouldn't get rid of the magic, but I understand what the storyline they go for. You know what I just realized? 13, 14, well not 14, 15, and now 16. If they remove the magic. Because 15 had it, despite not pointing out, did do it with the fact, you know, all the magic came from the king. Huh. Then it also makes me wonder about if you count the book storyline. I don't know.
These are our terms.
I just hope next time we get a Final Fantasy game, it's kind of like the firefighting Pokemon combination for a starter. It's one that people have just gotten tired of. It feels like it's happened in quite a few of the games lately, and I'm kind of just tired of it. It's not me trying to grumble and that, friends, looks like we're in the end credits now. Although it looks like Clive's alive, so at least they had changed that plot point. I'm curious, can you all still see this, or is it... No, that usually gives me the marker if it has the audio. Like that. Although he's not dead. No indication he's not dead yet. Not that I want him to die, it's just... Honestly, God, I've noticed that's been a plot point, and with how the similar familiars... I was gonna say, usually... Oh shit, his hand turning into like the whole thing with the bear? Oh, don't tell me he legit is going to die right now. That is horrible. Stop killing off your main protagonist at the end of the games, Square Enix. It's kind of just a tiresome plot point.
Aren't you the most beautiful thing?
Yeah, remember, Edo was given...
What are you gonna call him?
Let me see, let me see.
Gav, you act like you're actually the dad! I'm sorry, Gav is fun, but his excitement is funny.
It's all right.
I shouldn't, because I'm 90% sure Clive just died.
A sky of scattered tears.
No, she's crying. Oh, damn. So,
If you need a rest, I can take him.
I'll hold you to that.
damn.
The world's yours now. Yours to do with as you please.
Damn, Gav's crying.
That's what Sid wanted. That's what they both wanted.
Damn, you cry. Why you gotta do this to me? Why you gotta give me Sid dying, second Sid dying, now Jill crying over him. Like, why can't a hero just, because I feel like that's been the feeling for a lot of games. 15 had Noctis dying. 13 technically didn't, but I don't know. 13's weird. Actually, no, it doesn't. Wait, did technically? I don't know. It feels like it's a lot more of a plot point, but it doesn't seem it's happening in every game. That's why I'm pausing. So I'm actually trying to think about it. It's not actually happening as many times as I think for at least the protagonist dying, but it just feels like it's happened multiple times more. Isn't it the Medela?
Did our journey end?
the magic really going to help this, or was it necessary? I don't mind. I don't know. That one's just a weird gripe. I will say, as I did mention it too many times, I do think the world map was a little bit of a weakness. The game, it's more just, I feel like we became too reliant on just getting warped there, you know? In a way, kind of with Strangers in Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins, we basically just started warping to these places after a while. Like, we'd get to a zone, we'd get there, we warped it, we go through it, then we go to the next one. Like, I felt a lot of times we were just brought back to the world map, and then we're just moving on. We couldn't just see them traveling there. Like, this game, I feel, I want to say, it's like meant to be an open world almost in a way. And maybe I'm just wrong. I feel like it had all the premises, the idea, like 15, but wasn't present. I will definitely say this. This game does have improvements, especially over accounts, because I think we at least did get to see more of the world, and like certain places in the world map we did at least travel to. And again, other going off the world map, there was a reason to go back to these other fields, because the side quests. While I admit the side quests could sometimes break, or you get to someone you can't even actually access them or do anything with them, I do think they were interesting, and they did expand the world, expand the characters. We got to see more of these characters' stories. Although some of them I feel could have just happened at certain times, but nonetheless, I don't mind the side quests, but at least I do understand the world map when we were doing it in situations like that, but I do wish we had kind of spent more like traveling, like, oh, we get to see the characters on the boat, like kind of something similar to more like 15, where, you know, we were going to these places, we were actually seeing the character. I felt like too many times we were just warped there. Now the party system. This is one I'm not going to say is a weakness, but it's not the best thing. I will admit, I do understand why there's not your typical JRPG party system, and this is one of the reasons when the game really felt like 14 to me. Like, again, in 14 I mentioned is an MMO. For those who don't know, massive online multimedia. Wait. You know what I mean. Massive multiplayer online. Okay, those who know what I don't know, but you know what I mean. It's an MMO, and honestly, sometimes I feel like, obviously, you're not going to have a party of players with you in an MMO. Usually, you get a character for maybe a quest or two, and that's what I feel like. Our party members were, other than Torgal, who was with us pretty much since we recruited, we got him, and only for certain boss fights, Torgal was present. And I think partially because these characters were, there would be a reason they were not in the field. That's why we don't have the typical party. It's kind of like, I want to say, what was it, Final Fantasy IV, where there was always a reason you were stuck with 4 characters. But to me, I'll be honest, the way this story was structured, it does make me kind of wish we did get a little more of a typical party, like a typical Final Fantasy party. I get maybe that wasn't the field that they were going for, but it just, in a way, kind of makes more sense to me. Because all the characters basically we partied up with, we're going to stick and ally with us and help us with throughout the game. Like, honest to God, like, we had Jill with us, we had Sid, we had Joshua, like, all those characters. Like, who, in the end, towards the end, would not have fully expected Leon to become the sixth ranger, like, the party member you unlock at the end of the game. Because he's allied with us. He's working with us. He literally offered to take us all to Ultima for the final fight. Like, it totally seems like he'd be the perfect time for a party member. Or like, say, being the mentor character. I know that's not the way they were expecting the game to go, but to me, it literally just felt like the perfect moment for it. Like, Jill, Sid, obviously, all 3 of them as, like, your typical original. Then you get Joshua as the extra character. Hell, even if you wanted to keep Sid's death with the fact how she becomes a much more important character afterwards, you could have had Mid take Sid's place. There's precedent. In another Final Fantasy game, I don't think it was, wait. I think it was Bart's game, which was Bart's was 5. Final Fantasy 5. Garuf and Krill. Garuf dies mid-story. I'm sorry for spoilers for anyone, but this is a very old Final Fantasy game. I think the spoiler warning is gone, but if I did spoil it upset anyone, I'm sorry, but yeah, spoiler. So Garuf, he dies mid-game, and he's instantly replaced with his granddaughter, Krill. Or Krile. He's replaced, like, same stats, same experience, I want to say, all that. Honest God, Mid could have been the exact same thing. This game has mythology gags to so many Final Fantasies, including one, like, you'd really think they would never want to remember it, Spirits Within, the one I kept mocking every time they used that attack. Honestly, I thought it would have been really good. I don't know. It might be just because this is one of the reasons this game feels so different. It's because we don't. I feel like that could have been there. I'm not going to fault the game for not having a typical party system, but I really wish they kind of did put it in. 3, 2, 1. All right. We go full charge. But yeah. Honest to God, I'm not going to fault the game for it, but like I said, I think it would have been interesting if the game had the full party system. I will say the crafting, honest to God, I think the crafting, it's nothing bad, but I feel like after a while, we were just constantly replacing our swords after a boss fight with, oh, we got something cool from the last boss fight, and then we're just upgrading it from that. I don't know. Honest to God, I will say, I kind of feel like since Clive was our only character, I kind of wish we got a little more care in designing, like, maybe slightly changing up his weapons. He seemed to basically just be the swordsman. It's, again, not a big gripe. Like, I mean, honestly, most of my weaknesses I'm giving to this game, or issues, are really small stuff. Like, honestly, I'm curious how they would have gone. I will say I don't like the implication that Clive is dead at the end. I'm honestly in a storyline where everyone can die, I've always been iffy on the idea, because I've never been a fan of anyone can die, like, die storylines, because you either can not care enough for a character, and this is also coming from someone who did write a fanfic where, yes, the idea anyone could die was a good point. But the entire point of that was I was trying to break the character anyways. So, but to me, I just feel like after a while, anything can die. Like, even this game, like, Dion dying at the end didn't really feel like anything. But it's like, it was more just like, shit, he's about to die. And that's not even the character being considered tragic. I actually, compared to what happened with the mom, that I felt was tragic. Dion dying, especially because he was just trying to make things right. And even then, I don't think he failed in doing that. It's just, it ended up being something that just ends up happening to him. I will say, again, like some other aspects, like, again, Jill, I feel like got left out of too many important fights, especially when she was Shiva. Some events I feel like were too quickly handled. The war between the Republic and the Empire. And I will admit, yes, overall, the idea with this whole story on, like, the bearers and their, like, oh, slavery is bad, they're being treated inhuman because they have magic. Like, I will admit, yes, it turned into a storyline that I feel like was overhead, slavery is bad, but I think that was kind of the point. Because the whole point was they wanted to bring up the idea slavery is bad, and the whole point was to get rid of magic. With this game at the beginning was always advertised as they're getting rid of they're getting rid of the crystals, and that was part of it. And that's the detail I can say. It was fully what we expected, and I expected nothing less of it. It did exactly what I thought it was going to do. And I cannot fault it for anything else. Hate it? Do I like it? And I'm not gonna fault it. Like, I'll be honest, storylines where, like, you know, they just beat it over your eyes. Their heads with like a hammer. Yes, it's bad, but I think, again, in this point, I think it was only for the example is because the whole point was the crystals, the magic, all of it, and that's the thing about the storyline. Like, even though I brought up the idea, do they really need to get rid of the crystal? Magic at the end, that was the point. The entire point was getting rid of the crystals was the point in the story. That's what the game was originally advertised. Something that drew in a lot of people's eyes because in Final Fantasy, crystals have always been an important aspect. But I'll still say this. The game is interesting. I like the character dynamics. Like, Sid is honestly probably one of the best versions there is. And, like, the aspects of the Dominance are really cool. I do wish they picked a better name than Dominance. It just feels weird, comes across weird, and it's, like, hard to react to. But, honest to God, it's fun, it's compelling. I like the character interactions. I like seeing it. I like the bonds between the brothers. And all that. But yeah. I can keep going as the credits keep rolling, but honest to God, there's nothing more I can really say. I thought the game was interesting. I thought it's definitely gonna step, and it definitely improved on issues that 15 had created with its attempt to be realistic fantasy and showing why in video games that such an aspect is why we have gameplay and story segregation. With the idea, characters only know what we see. And the problem with something like that is unless you have to either make sure the character can see the information they need to, especially so we can get the complete story, something that was advertised in that 16 we get a complete story. I think for the most part they did fix that, and there were aspects that are now definitely a lot more present. Because as we established, the story is definitely showing a lot more. Which is good, because, like I said, one of the biggest issues with 16 is just the idea that, you know, not enough of the story. Well, not that with 15 was too little of the story was missing. And that's the problem. Too little of the story was missing from 16. Or 15, damn. Some of these names are way too similar. I have no idea, man. Remember, this was a brand new game that came out when it first came out. This is my first time seeing it. But it does make me wonder how long these credits can go on for. But yeah, I will say this. I've been hearing things that the game has not been selling well. Maybe implications. I don't know. I don't know how this Final Fantasy game has been going to. In other words, I didn't have an issue playing it, and I'm curious. What did you guys think of this game from what you saw? I've been talking about my feelings and giving my own unofficial review. I think I would run out of time before that and have to turn the game off at that point before I became a citizen. I will say this, if when we ever get Final Fantasy 17, and this might be the answer to your Final Fantasy 18 question, no, there is no such game yet. It hasn't come out yet. Final Fantasy 16 is currently the first and last Final Fantasy game we have. Wait. I feel like I worded that wrong. Final Fantasy 16 is the latest and last Final Fantasy game so far. There has not been a 17 or 18 yet. But I will say this. I hope Final Fantasy 17, when it comes out, will take what worked from this game and earlier games and try to make it into its own unique and good story. Because I will say this. Final Fantasy, for a game that once originally started the game and truly became a never-ending Final Fantasy in a way, since this was actually the original Final Fantasy was meant to be Squaresoft's last shot, but still, like how Fire Emblem Awakening and Three Houses reborn the franchise, Final Fantasy is still going strong. But like I said, I hope because I want to see what else they can come up with. I want to know what other stories can this game company come up with these games. But yeah, I'm curious to see what will happen, what's going to come next. And the point I want to see is where the story goes. This might be the end of the 16th coming of a fantasy tale to entertain us, but I want to know, and I want to see these stories and know what more can they come up. What other protagonists will I end up seeing? The only reason I feel like you would be getting into Dissidia territory with styles like that, and honest to God, I'd actually kind of say if they wanted to do something like that for Dissidia, which I feel like as a concept since NT will not likely come out again, or at least it would have to come out in a completely different kind of storyline, is Final Fantasy games, protagonists have never really been mixing together like that. But yeah, I wouldn't expect a game where Cloud is going to be meeting the other protagonists. I know 7 is a popular one, but that's not an expected one. I'm gonna wear this. I'm curious, like, what are they? Give us another character. Let us show. But I also do want. I mean, one thing I kind of wish they would bring back, as kind of like the expected, is just summons it as an option that you can just use. Again, another reason why I feel like this game is different than the Final Fantasy is summons are really not a thing. How even with it feels like iconic like things like I will say Clive in a way feels a little limited in his abilities because basically we get 3 or 4 abilities on Dawn that we can use 3 separate. It's and like you don't really want to rely on the magical spells because one, even when upgraded, they don't do much. Like you really want to go the physical with the abilities and that. But like you can't like summon say Ifrit in a fight, which I understand story-wise makes sense, but sometimes I just miss the points when I can call out Ifrit or Shiva or any of them and just throw out their iconic abilities, or even just like any summon. Because I know like Final Fantasy 12 didn't really have the OG summons. But I do feel like this game, like I said, this game is different than other Final Fantasy games. It's not Final Fantasy. It feels again, or it's not that it's not Final Fantasy. It feels iconic Final Fantasy features are just not there. Hell, at one point, as I acknowledged, we were basically seeing potion, high potion. That's it. Elixir. Okay, that's it. Like iconic mega potions, all that, like all the other random ass items you've seen in a Final Fantasy game were not needed. I feel like all we were basically using was high potions and potions. I don't even think we once used an elixir. Just by buying them. And then I feel like the loot was a little bit. I think this game does a lot of good things, but it becomes very repetitive with certain things. Like, I'm 90% our loot drops were almost the exact same things over and over and over. But yeah. How long have the credits been going on for? Like, I'm actually surprised for how long they've gone. Although I think we're towards the end right now. That can't be much. That was the. Wait, did I actually just say Yoshi P and Naoko were separate people, or are they? I'm actually not. I hear the name Yoshi P more. I don't think I've actually heard the guy's real name many times. Oh, and just like in an adventure movie, there's a stinger. Well, looks like at least this world definitely was. Still live their own Final Fantasy. Like a typical fantasy world. We may have gotten rid of magic, but there's not enough things to get rid of. They're still going to be living in a fantasy.
Will you light it?
Yes, Mother. Come on. If only I had the flames for an icon.
Icon? Have you been reading that silly story again? Magic belongs in fairy tales, and fairy tales don't boil kettles. You see?
So is this?
Well done. Now, be a good lad, and play with your brother until supper.
Is this thing there was a big enough time skip than the times of magic and all that were seen as fairy tale? Because that's kind of impressive then.
Right, let's play the saint in the secretary. No, I don't want to be Madu. What do you want to play then? Whoa.
Final Fantasy, Joshua Rosfield. I guess that means Clive did revive Joshua at the end.
Right, I'm the older brother. Because Bahamut says so.
The dog's Bahamut. I will say it makes me confused why Clive would need to die. It just feels not necessary for the story. I'm sorry. I guess it shows after everything the world, but where one journey ends. Falling Star, trophy earned. But what happens when one journey? Create clear save data? Okay. Now what does that mean? New Game Plus is now available from the title screen. This option allows you to start a new game with player and item data carried over from a previously completed playthrough. The gameplay mode Final Fantasy is also available for use exclusive with New Game Plus. Okay, what does it do? The Final Fantasy gameplay mode offers the following: increased enemy strength and increased player level cap. What the hell was the level cap? No, see, I'm surprised there was a level cap, because I don't even think we reached anywhere near a level cap. I'm just curious what happens if I go continue. Like, it just brings us right back here, which makes sense. Alright, well, I know we're going a little short today, but yeah, this would be Final Fantasy 16. I'm definitely curious where we might come back to this game if DLC comes out. I don't know when we'll get DLC for this game, like at all. I've been hearing things about DLC. I don't know what it could. Maybe we'll bring Leviathan in finally, but as far as I know right now, I got nothing. But yeah, there's not much I can say. Like I said, we'll be starting a brand new journey next episode, but yeah, this was Final Fantasy 16. I'm definitely curious where the Final Fantasy series is going to go. Like I said, we might come back to this game if DLC comes. I don't know when that's going to be. I don't know what the DLC is. Hell, if it could be literally $30, I'm probably not going to buy the DLC, so we won't go into it. I'll probably look into what the DLC is. If I find it worthwhile or would be entertaining, sure, maybe I'll come back to this as kind of a bonus, nice episode. But this, as what, 21 episodes, a story, we gave it all our all. And this, to break the crystals and give this world its happy ending. So, I know we're a little short today, but actually, you know what? Since we got 10, here's what I'll do. So we had all those missives and we never did read what they said. Let's go and read them. And then we'll finish out the show with that. Damn, you becoming our squire literally meant nothing.
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there. Both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar.
Damn.
I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters. But I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
And he doesn't even disappear for that. Alright. Now let's see about the messages. Ugh. Alright, we got so many. Let's start from the beginning, since we have so freaking many. Sid the Second. I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it's worth, you have now earned mine, and I can assure you, some of these, the background just blends too well, I can't see the word. It shall not be easily relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Yeah, I think we definitely had a fruitful relationship with him. Oh, wait, no, we reread this one. Greeting from the Crimson Caravan. I trust you and your party gain the Dominion. What? That actually is gained the Dominion without further event. Should your travels ever bring you back to the market and put you in need of additional assistance, you will find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount on our usual rate. Alright, some of these are just really boring ones. About the other day. I have you know I ain't never shed a tear in front of no one. Not even my mother, and you won't soon catch me doing the like again. So if it pleases your lordship, we can both forget about that old damn thing. The Cid I chose to follow all them years ago is gone, and there ain't no dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he's talked his way into. But his legacy that lives on in you and everyone else here at the Hideaway, sure as the sky is blue. At least I think it's still blue. As long as it is, I'll be right here where you can count on me. Nah. I don't think we need to read that one. That's not going to add us anything. Word out of Twinside is that there's little left of the capital after the mad Princess Royal transform. Damn. But what of you and yours? I will say, the whole Olivier being Ultima's vessel really ended up going nowhere. Did you manage to escape before the city went tits up? Trust you did, but a solace might be good to see. Good to set Elle's mind at ease. Word from Northridge. Clive, you've had the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think that we have seen the end of their like. Good Philip has taken to seeing that we are prepared. Should the ghouls come once again call on, but I am aware the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine, the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain open, as do the Vale's doors. How fares the rest? The Guardians are getting along with the Axis fine enough, working to shore up the rest's walls when not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we still be neck deep in Akashic, had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you're around to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come and see us and we'll tap you a case. The flame burns bright. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, and us, but more than nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. What the hell's a Tor? As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking. So as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. Dramatic persona. The Guard and League have put aside their difference for the time being, allowing us all to leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one inspiring thespian to another, I might suggest working on your delivery, and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? I think we definitely did. On our own terms. Forget that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past. But thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put rest matters that were left too long to fester. With that finally done, I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours, so you're keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Duty. My Lord Marquess, in your absence, I shall watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for His Grace. Starting over. Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lostwing. So in lieu of any awkward remembrance, what the fuck is that word? I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I really hope they'll finally turn you off that foamy swile you and yours so covet. Alright, we've seen this one. A Healer's Place. Thank you for helping me guide my mentor free from his moral coil. Contrary to what the maddening crowd believes, we physics are not without our limits. I cannot hope to cure every ill, mend every wound, save every life. The only medicine for that will see you home safe without fail is prevention. Not that this knowledge will ever stop any of you from chasing down some behemoth for its toenail. Damn, how many more do I have to read? I might not read all of these, actually. Here, I'll just go to see what's the last couple. Because, yeah, we have a lot. Safe returns. Thank you, Clive, for ever indulging the whims of this doddering old soul. I'm ashamed that for far too many years I have allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple as letting a friend know how proud I was of him. Your intervention has lifted a heavy pall from my heart. Perhaps upon your triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set to page that quill I gifted you. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your time, with the Holy Prince, myself included. Treasure hunt. What? You didn't think I was ever just saying? You didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know? I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business. That ruddy god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in that case I would bury you one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. Before I depart, Ifrit, you have my sincerest gratitude for reuniting with me, Master Harpocles, that I might embark upon. I still don't remember where I get the name Tomes. I might embark upon this most important of journeys, my heart free of regret. Though in these past few moons I have come to realize that the longer I spend in the company of you and your brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. We must swiftly see to the menace that is Ultima, if not to save the world, to save me from an eternity of recompose. And see, this is why I see like he would work at the best as a sixth ranger. All right, we'll read one more and then we're gonna call it for the night. And with that, the story, our journey of Final Fantasy 16. It occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The tome made me into who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again, that those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again. Thanks to you, I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge, and not the holes in your souls, for which reason I shall be ever in your debt. And that's the last one we're going to look through. I really didn't think we had that many in here, but damn, there's a lot. But yeah, like I said, that's it for our journey on Final Fantasy 16. I hope it was one entertaining journey for you all. I found this game was piquing my interest. But without further ado, I hope you enjoyed my show. Share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others who'd be entertained in my show, send them my way. I'll happily entertain you all. Also, don't forget, subscribe. It can only help the channel. Till next time, this has been our journey through Final Fantasy 16. Catch us next time as a brand new journey shall begin.